Brady Cook back in the shotgun. He's got Cody Schrader again behind him, motioning Mookie Cooper behind, and Cody Schrader gets the handoff. He runs it up the middle, trying to push forward for yardage. Gets a few on the carry, but not all too much, as LSU is able to crowd him up and keep it to a carry of just 2 yards. So it brings up a 2nd and 8 from the Mizzou 23.
Yeah, going back to that point of Harold Perkins Jr. and Mekhi Wingo, Elijah Drinkwitz said they're 2 of the elite players in the conference. The Tigers need to start going opposite of them to get some momentum.
We'll have to see exactly what happens here. Brady Cook again in the shotgun. A lot of motion in this offense so far. He takes the snap. He looks middle of the field deep, and it's complete. Going up to the 40-yard line. It's Luther Burden. A huge completion for the Missouri Tigers, thanks to one of the top wide receivers in the nation, the receiving yards leader in all of FBS football.
Theo Weiss, before going into this week, he said, yeah, Luther should get the Heisman. He is him.
And already a quick snap here. Brady Cook takes and he throws to Cody Schrader on the right side, who's going to push it up. He's going to get a nice gain on the completion. Call it 7 yards on the reception. Pushes him up now to the opposing 34 in LSU's territory.
Nice to see Schrader get in the passing game a little bit. Currently, he's the 2nd leading rusher in the SEC. Mizzou offense still looking to get that rushing attack going, but the passing attack is looking very nice.
And the offense rolling along here. Brady Cook takes the snap. He fakes the pitch, and now it's Luther Burden who gets it. He runs up the right side, and he's tackled at the 20, but that's going to be a nice 14-yard gain for Luther Burden after a little bit of trickery from Eli Drinkwitz and Kirby Moore.
Yeah, Luther Burden getting going, the #1 receiving leader in the nation, and he is just absolutely phenomenal in open space, breaks a lot of tackles and makes a lot of tacklers miss.
Well, a really good way to get him the ball on a little bit of an end around there. Now Mizzou getting set back out here. Brady Cook takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Cody Schrader. He's got time in the pocket. He looks left, end zone. Oh, no, just out of the hands of Theo Weiss Jr. Looks like it could have been a touchdown. Would have been a tough completion right there, but right out of the hands. Oh, man, you want that one back.
That's a really tough one to drop. Theo Weiss Jr. on a corner route going to the corner of the end zone. It hit him in the hands, and that's really unfortunate. He came into this week saying, hey, those 50-50 balls, one-on-one matchups, it's not 50-50 for me. It's more 80-20. But right there, missing out on a huge opportunity in the beginning of the game.
Now a 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line. Brady Cook with Cody Schrader to his left again. He motions Mookie Cooper across the back. He hands it off to Schrader, who goes up the middle and gets a couple yards, but not going to get too many, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and long. All in all, they're going to mark him down at the opposing 19-yard line for a gain of 3, or looks like maybe a gain of 2 on that one, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 now. Brady Cook, he's got a stack of 2 wide receivers on the left side. He takes the snap. He's looking left. He goes there. End zone. Touchdown, Missouri Tigers. Theo Weiss Jr. gets the reception, and the Tigers take the early lead.
The same exact route, same exact play design as the pass he dropped. Theo Weiss Jr. right in the end zone there. Early lead for the Tigers, his 4th touchdown of the year.
And Theo Weiss, who has been absolutely exploding into superstardom for the Tigers over the last couple weeks. He had a little bit of a slow start to the year, but not anymore. He is turning this season to become one of the best receivers on this team. A good second option to Luther Burden. It looks like a 2-point attempt going to be tried by the Tigers here. Taking the snap, Brady Cook runs right side. He's got space. He'll run it in himself. The 2-point conversion is good, and the Tigers take an 8-0 lead to begin the game. Minnesota pushing the other way. The 3-pointer from the left wing, it's good. Isaiah Enan with the 3-pointer, and he continues his hot streak from 3-point range. Noah Carter the other way, his 3-pointer is good.
There are going to be a lot of points scored in this one, Austin.
Yes, there will be. 6-5 is the score already. Minnesota leads with 18 minutes and 15 seconds to go.
No pressure there on that inbound from the Tiger defense.
So now Isaiah Enan with it in the right corner for Minnesota, and it looks like a foul is going to be called. I believe that's going to be called on John Tanjay. First personal of the game for him. So the ball remains with Minnesota.
You're starting to see a little bit, and Caleb Grill obviously doesn't have the size. He's playing a more big man role in this starting lineup. Really good in that first possession, getting into the post, ball movement from the post to be able to kick it out for a 3 for Noah Carter. Didn't go in, but it was a nice play.
Mizzou fans got to be excited about that, but the Minnesota fans get excited about something else as Joshua Ola-Joseph slams home the alley-oop. Now Mizzou going the other way. It's 8-5, the Minnesota lead. Nick Honor driving into the lane. He puts on a move and a heavily contested shot, and Honor falls to the ground, but he's going back. And Minnesota, the three-pointer, this one's good as well. Braden Carrington from the left wing, and he makes it an 11-5 Minnesota lead. 17:30 to go in the first half.
You mentioned it in the open. That's Carrington's first three-pointer hit all season for Minnesota.
And he was looking for that one. Now Caleb Grill with it on the left wing, top of the key, and passed over to Sean East. East setting up, and a whistle is blown, and it looks like a foul is going to be called.
I believe that's going to be against Ola-Joseph. Yeah.
Yes.
Trying to fight through a screen down to the low post. Ola-Joseph, just a little bit too much contact here. But how about Minnesota?
Oh, they're starting off fantastically.
Three for three already from deep for the Golden Gophers.
I will also say they are a very young squad. A lot of sophomores and juniors in that starting lineup, so maybe that part of the foul there. Now Mizzou bringing this one back in. Nick Honor with it high above the point. Gets it to Noah Carter, right above the charity stripe, over to Honor. Setting back up, John Tonje thought about the three-pointer, drives in, left side of the lane, tried to go up with it, but it was deflected, then grabs the rebound, goes up with it himself, and gets 2.
That's fantastic defense by Ola-Joseph. Just a better shot there by John Tonje.
11-7, the Minnesota lead, driving the other way, and quick transition points. Dawson Garcia puts in the layup. Left-handed in the lane, pretty easy for him. Nick Honor, the corner three-pointer, in transition for Missouri, and it's good. 13-10, Minnesota leads, but Missouri trying to keep pace right now, and this has been an all-offensive explosion game. 13-10, 16:30 to go here in the first half. Now Minnesota going the other way, setting things up. Elijah Hawkins has it, picks up the dribble and passes it to the high post. That's Dawson Garcia. He takes the shot from about 15 feet out, but it's not going to fall. It's rebounded by Sean East.
First miss of the game for the Gophers right there.
Sean East with this one, gets that back out to Caleb Grill. Mizzou with a chance to tie it with a three-pointer. Still early on, though. John Tonje with it, back out to the right wing. Sean East with it. He drives in, middle of the lane. The floater, it's up and it's good.
That's what Sean East is.
13-12, Minnesota leads.
Sean East is so good at that little floater, able to fight through contact. We saw it all of last year, and the explosion that he's had scoring the ball this year so far for Missouri. That was last year's Sean East right there, and that's a good thing.
Really good play from him, and he is the leading scorer on this Missouri team. Now Minnesota going the other way. They get it the right wing, driving in. A great pass by Elijah Hawkins. Gets that one over to Ola-Joseph, who gets stripped of the ball but somehow comes back up with it. Passes it over. The three-pointer attempt is good for Dawson Garcia. A right wing shot that he had a little too much of a cushion and shot it. Caleb Grill, a deep three-pointer in transition. And maybe a little bit of an ill-advised shot right there. It's 16-12, Minnesota leads. Going the other way now. The three-pointer from the corner, and it's good! Elijah Hawkins sinks the three-pointer from the right side corner, and a timeout is going to be called. 19-12, the Minnesota lead with 14 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the first half. And, well, if you wanted offense, this is the game for you.
She looks at her armband, and he's going for the pitch.
Here it comes. It's a slap hit over to shortstop. Laird over to first, and it's safe. Briggs makes it safely, just barely. It looked like one of those tie goes to runner situations. I mean, that play could not have been much closer. Jenna Laird nearly throwing her out at first base, but instead, it's an infield single. And it brings up Taylor Pleasance to the plate.
As the players look around, looking at their coaches, that means it was safe. They're not going to even review that one. They still have 2 more challenges.
Yes, they do. So here comes Pleasant's first pitch. That one is in there for strike number 1 from Marissa McCann.
Good fastball from Marissa McCann, able to get Pleasance slipping. You got her drooling on that play, not really paying attention. You get an easy fastball in the senior Pleasance.
And only
one out here in the top of the fifth. This is a really important batter to get out as that pitch is fouled back into the netting, and it's 0-2 again. She had Briggs down 0-2, but was not able to get the out. She'll be looking to do that here, however.
Watch the fastball with some low velocity coming. They're going to try to get a forced double play with Newland coming up, who has a home run today. They're going to try to get something in play, so the defenders are going to be on their toes.
Definitely be something to watch out for. She doesn't have too many strikeouts, but has been able to pitch to poor contact most game as that pitch is high for ball number one, makes it a 1-2 count. McCann does not have a strikeout in this game so far.
Yeah, she only has 19 on the year and her 29 innings pitched. That breaks down to a strike out every other game.
So here's the pitch. That one swung back on into the netting every other inning.
And with that foul tip, there Pleasance is going to swing, but that ball was late for her. That shows that she's not seeing the ball too well. So watch the riser coming up if that fastball got Pleasance late.
So now a 1-2 count again. Pitch swung on, sent into left field. It's going back. Shantice Phillips is there at the warning track. She throws it back in. No runners advance. They thought it was going to drop. And so it remains runners on first and second despite an incredibly deep hit. Shantice Phillips, great tracking of the ball. And that's 2 away here in the top of the fifth with runners on first and second. And Allie Newland stepping up to the plate, and a little bit of a coaches meeting in the circle. And maybe Anderson's going to move to the bullpen here.
Larissa Anderson is talking with her young freshman, Marissa McCann. That was a scary play, Austin. These fans' hearts dropped. That ball was deep back right at that warning track. Shantice Phillips had to have one hand out to feel the padding and then catch the ball and get a much-needed out. And Larissa Anderson is going to be sticking with Marissa McCann. Austin, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that, with the hottest hitter in Allie Newland, who had a big home run in that first inning. You get scared. I think that's why you talk about it, and you tell the freshman, hey, calm down. It's a little scary. It's a big moment, but you're made for this. This is why you're recruited. This is why you're a top player, is for these moments.
Yeah, she's trusting her pitcher, and in a key moment as well. That pitch swung on, sent into center field, running up on it and sliding and making the catch. Alex Honnold ends the inning without a threat, and Missouri maintains their narrow advantage. At the end of that one, no runs after one hit, no errors, and two runners left on base. Missouri leads 3-2 at the middle of the fifth inning. We're going to hit a quick break, and when we come back, we got more Missouri softball for you here on KCO2, the internet stream of KCOU 88.1 FM.